They live by the gun, they die by the gun. That is what's going on. You live by the gun, you die by the gun. These people who have chosen a life of crime, a life of violence, these people who have chosen to be criminals, bad boys, bad girls, but when they die, their family says, he was a good boy, she was a good girl, and it's usually the boys. A good boy. You live by the gun, you die by the gun. That is what applies to these criminals. That is what applies to these people who have chosen a life of crime, a life of violence. You see, that is the way the universe works. What you sow is what you reap. And is it ever a right thing for people to be killed? No. We are on the advancing channel. We are against crime. We are against violence. But when you observe what is really happening, it's a case of what goes around comes around. The law of cause and effect, the law of karma. What you sow is what you reap. That is who they are. That is how they live their life. And sometimes innocent people get killed. Innocent people get murdered. A lot of the time, somebody gets killed, somebody gets murdered. You may feel sad, you may feel sorry. It's bad for the community, it's bad for their family, it's bad for the country. But what really happened there? It's a case of revenge. It's a case of that person doing something to somebody, and now they have to pay the price. You find yourself feeling sorry, the empath that you are, feeling sorry for somebody who was killed. But he just killed 5 people. He just killed 10 people. He has lived a life of crime and violence. He is a criminal. He is a murderer, or she is. Because it's not only about men, and it's about boys too, very often, or girls. Very often these are young people, mere teenagers, and they think that this is the way. They've grown up in communities where that is all they see. They have chosen a life of drugs. Instead of finding a decent job, drugs is the answer for them. And you know, in the drug trade, you don't take people to court. If somebody steals your drugs, you cannot take them to court. If somebody steals your money and it's part of the drug trade, you cannot take them to court. What do you use? A weapon, the gun. And we're condemning these acts. Let's make it clear here on this advancing channel. No to violence. Say no to violence. We have already said no to crime. We have already said no to violence. Yet still, we see what is going on is people living by the gun. So they end up dying by the gun. And innocent people sometimes pay the price, because people's family, people's relatives get killed in all of this. people's relatives. Some boy or some young man is engaged in crime. He's a murderer, he's a killer, and now his mom's life is in trouble. His dad's life is in trouble. Relatives, if they don't get the son, they're coming for mom, they're coming for dad. And it's sad. It's tragic to see these things happen in society. Revenge, they have to make him feel it, feel the pain. They don't want to just take his life. They want him to suffer because of what he did to their family. So it's a chain reaction. It's a domino effect. It goes on and on. It's like a recurring decimal. How do you stop it? So family members end up paying for this. I'm telling you something. If somebody has chosen a life of crime and violence, you shouldn't be hanging out with this person. You shouldn't be hanging out with these people as an advancing man or advancing woman. You shouldn't be in their circle. You shouldn't be part of their circle. And those who are part of this, if this is their life, they will be mad at me because of what I'm saying. But don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me, my brother. Don't be mad at me, my sister. That criminal who is mad at me because of what I am saying here. You know what I am saying is a good thing. And if you listen to my words, Mr. Criminal, Mrs. Criminal, you'll live a longer life. I am not against you in any way, but very often, me saying that to a criminal, what am I doing? I am throwing pearls at swine. They're not ready to listen to me. They don't listen to that. Hey, she did me that, and bow. He did me this, and bow. He did that to my family. He killed my whatever, and a lot of the people with all of the illegal guns. It's like one day they must use that gun. A lot of people don't know how to control themselves. And how about the women who like to date the bad boys, who like to date criminals? They don't want to be with me. I'm too kind, I'm too loving, I'm too peaceful even more. I'm too loving even more. A lot of you watching me here, the guys watching me, you're too loving, you're too kind, you're too peaceful, you're too righteous. They don't want to be with you. They prefer to date these bad guys, bad boys, as we say. And what happens? This man controls them, or what tries to control them, and they're in a trap right now. They cannot leave. And very often some of them don't even want to leave. That is what they like. They feel that if they date this criminal, people are crazy, I swear, that they will be protected. But why do you need protection? What do you need protection from? How about you living a positive life? Don't take part in this crime, in a life of, don't be living a life of crime and violence, and that will be your protection. How about working together with the Most High? How about being a part of that? How about the Most High? How about God? How about positivity? So you won't need all of that protection. I'm talking about them. They won't need all of that protection. They won't need to be with a bad boy. But it doesn't work that way. Sometimes that bad boy, that criminal, that murderer, that hitman ends up killing them. Sometimes they cheat on that person, and that is the end of their life, especially physically speaking, because we continue. It has to happen. Because that is how the universe works. Where there is, there shall be more. Can't expect to jump in the ocean, the water is salty, and not have salt on your skin. If you taste it, it's gonna be salty, and it's not just sweat. The water is salty. Can't expect to pour paint, white paint on my shirt, and wherever you are, it will rub off on you, even vibrationally, not just physically. It's the same thing vibrationally. That is why the circle we keep is very important. Be careful what circle we are a part of. Show me your friends and I will show you who you are. You are the average of the people, the 5 people, it has been said, the 5 people you spend most of your time with. So if you're around these people, it rubs off on you. You end up being a part of this. You end up being a criminal too, just like them. So a lot of that is happening. And we hear this one got shot, that one got shot. It's reported. You watch the news, those of you who do, or you don't have to watch the news to hear. You hear it. You will hear it through the grapevine or whatever it may be. You will hear it. Violence, crime, young people. They don't get to see 21. They don't get to see 31. That is high. So if somebody's watching me and they were contemplating a life of crime, a life of violence, I'm here like your big brother saying, don't do it. And if this video helps one person not be a part of this life, I will have already won. I would have been successful. I would have been successful. You live by the gun, you will die by the gun, because that is what they are a part of, and that is what will manifest in their world. How about a positive life? What's the point? It's about happiness. It's about joy. It's about peace. What's the point? What's the point of that life? That criminal life? And you cannot sleep at night. There they are, on their bed. They cannot sleep. Somebody might come to take their life away, to kill them. No peace. Always looking over your shoulder. No peace. Can't go to certain places. No peace. You do whatever, the cops are after you. Zero peace. I prefer my peace of mind. How about you? Somebody type peace and love in the comments. Somebody type peace and love. How about that? Let me tell you something. Love is the key. Somebody type love is the key. Love is the key. I value my peace. You value that. You value love. How about that? Not always looking over your shoulder. Somebody's at you, where you have to pay the price for what you did yesterday. Where somebody's trying to kill you, where you end up in prison. Freedom. How about some freedom? That is what is important to a human, to us, to every animal. Freedom. You want to be free. And a life of crime takes away that freedom, because like I've said before, you reap what you sow. And I didn't say it, it's just a fact. I said it, but you know what I'm saying. You reap what you sow. What goes around comes around. What you put out there comes back to you. The world is a cycle, and everything that happens, it goes on in a circle. Do good, do good, do right, do right. So very often what happens in communities or in small countries or in states or even big countries, what happens wherever on planet Earth, that is, people are criminals. People are taking part in criminal acts. They are violent. They're living a life of crime, and there's momentum. That is the word. There's momentum around this. So because there is momentum, it continues, and you hear murder after murder, shooting after shooting. Momentum. It takes a mindset change in these people. It takes a lot. It will take a lot. And it's not, on one hand it's a lot, but on the other hand it's not a lot, because it's as simple as a mindset change. When you change the way you think, the things you look at change. Change your mind, change your thoughts, change your life. So let's be careful. Sometimes it's so easy to get mad, to get upset. It escalates. Now you're thinking of being violent. A lot of people, that is. Lack of self-control. And how does that serve you? I heard of this guy who murdered his wife because she cheated. That makes no sense. He did it, and I am sure that as soon as he did it, he started to think, I'm in trouble. He's on the run. It's only a matter of time till he's caught. What's the point? You took her life, and you took your life as well. We are one. We are one. Whatever you do unto someone, you do unto yourself as well. We are one. Do unto others as you would like others to do unto you. It comes back to you. So now he's on the run. He's in big trouble. What's the point? She's already cheated. Let her go. Let her go. As time goes by, he would have healed. But these type of people, they think they're on a high level, but they're not. They are on a very low level. Very low level. It's easier to be violent. When somebody does something to you, it's easy to attack. It takes more, a higher vibration to not attack, to not hurt others. A low vibration, you're just attacking everybody. You cannot control yourself. A high vibration, you think of the end before you start. You think of the end before you start. We prefer to provide value here on this channel. You live by love, by peace. That is what we're about. We prefer high vibration. We prefer to do good. You end up having a beautiful legacy. You can be a positive impact on this planet. This video is different today. That is the message Source is telling me to give to you today. We will provide value, and value will come our way. But those who live by the gun, die by the gun. That is what's going on. What goes around comes around. As we hear on this advancing channel, sad, it's sad but true. As we hear on this advancing channel, the sun is shining. It's beautiful out here in nature. I'm sending you loads of positive energy. I want to hear what you have to say on the topic. I want to hear, have you seen this? I want to hear your take. My name is Mantius. This is the advancing channel. I'm so thankful for your presence. Like the video, share the video. One love. God bless. Thank you for watching, and all the best.